Bel-Air, the rebooted version of the seminal 90s classic The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, has recently dropped its first season, and fans and critics alike are having their say about the updated version. The show follows Jabari Banks in the Will Smith role as he struggles from the streets of Philadelphia to the more pompous surroundings of Bel-Air. Stick around, as today we're discussing reactions to the new show. First up, what's it all about? The newest version of Will Smith's iconic Fresh Prince sees Jabari Banks as Will, but in a much more, shall we say, serious role. Maybe serious isn't the right word, but darker might be. Some commentators, especially 90s kids, have claimed that this is a story about how a much-loved 90s classic got flipped, turned upside down, and ruined. Peacock has taken the delightful, bubbly Will Smith show and turned it into a dark, aggressive, fun-sapping slog, unfortunately. The story sticks quite closely to the original, but it's much less fun. Will Smith's original Will character was sent west after getting in one little scrap, but in the new version, Jabari Banks' character is involved in a much more serious incident. The official synopsis reads, set in modern-day America, Peacock's new one-hour drama series Bel-Air imagines the beloved sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air through a new dramatic take on Will's complicated journey from the streets of West Philadelphia to the gated mansions of Bel-Air. As these two worlds collide, Will reckons with the power of second chances while navigating the conflicts, emotions, and biases of a world far different from the only one he's ever known. Smith, who is now a Hollywood superstar, serves as executive producer on the show, and Peacock has described the updated reboot as fresh and raw, whilst keeping the same aspects that the original had, with Will's character bristling in the swagger and style of the original, but viewing the tale through a much more current lens. So, how did fans react? Let's see. The reboot has split fans of the classic show right down the middle, really, and some fans are unsure as to whether or not they'll continue to tune in for the rest of the show. The first season dropped last weekend, but some on Twitter have claimed they won't be carrying on with it. Some fans expressed confusion as to why execs would try to revive the show, which is much beloved, but some fans did express excitement. One fan said, "Only need to know about its existence. Anybody who liked Fresh Prince of Bel-Air should skip this. These reboots that nobody asks for never live up to the original, and usually only make original fans mad. Never seen original? Check it out if you want, but don't judge OG by it." One fan of the original show went even harder by claiming that it looks shocking, but surely they should watch it first before saying it looks shocking. The same fan went on to criticize the acting, which presumably they thought looked bad in the trailer. Whilst the majority of fans claimed they don't need a Fresh Prince reboot, there were a couple of positive comments, with one fan saying, "The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot trailer looks so interesting. Can't wait." Other fans agreed, with some saying they were interested to see what the creators have done with it, with another saying they can't wait. So, what have the critics said then? Stay with us to find out. British newspaper The Telegraph, a pretty well-respected voice in the TV show and movie review arena, gave the show 2 stars out of 5, saying, "This dramatic reboot of the 90s sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air removes all the humor without replacing it with real grit," which was pretty scathing. The Guardian seemed to echo these sentiments, using adjectives such as confused, annoying, and joyless, whilst also giving the show 2 out of 5. Wow. TV review website Vulture didn't have anything better to say, leading with the headline that representation isn't enough. The whole piece was pretty damning, with author Angelica Jade Bastine claiming that the show attempts to bottle swagger, taking the imagery and argot of black neighborhoods to communicate a confused message that black excellence is equated with wealth. When it seeks to tease out the tensions between Will and his family's class perspective on life, the drama unravels. Its failures made all the more apparent by starkly ugly cinematography. To untangle the issues inherent in Bel-Air is to take a tour through the pitfalls of Hollywood itself when it comes to black visual representation. Eek. Another review website, TV Guide, claimed that it's not a parody, nor is it a great drama. So what exactly is it? And we're as stumped as you guys. We're certainly not sold on Bel-Air. What about you guys? Have you seen the show yet? Give us your review below. Jimmy Akingbola, who plays Jeffrey in the new show, has been speaking out next. Akingbola, who stars as the house manager for the Banks, has said that he understands the frustrations which fans have aired at the show. He expressed sympathy to the aforementioned fans who were angry that a classic has been meddled with, which we can all appreciate. He said that fans shouldn't completely dismiss the reboot before at least giving it a try, but for some, this would be seen as caving. He said, "I understand the negative reviews because The Fresh Prince is so precious to everyone, but I know that Bel-Air has been made with love and respect and with Will Smith's blessing," before he explained that he himself wasn't concerned at working on the show, as the only way The Fresh Prince could be remade now is by shooting it as a one-hour drama, whilst attempting to connect with fans on a nostalgic level as it will stay true to the original. He also said that fans should look forward to something completely new and fresh. The new show has a few subtle differences to the original too. Not only has Jeffrey's job role changed, but he's also a complex character himself, Could we see a spin-off then? Akingbola also addressed the relationship between black men, telling fans that he and Joseph, the original actor in The Fresh Prince, talked about this a lot and how important it was for him to represent the black British community. What did you make of the difference between both actors? Next up, news that this isn't the first time Will Smith has received pitches of a Fresh Prince reboot. As the show was airing on Super Bowl Sunday for the very first time, it was revealed that, unsurprisingly, the key to the whole thing getting off the ground was Will Smith's approval. And it wasn't the first time Smith had been pitched the idea, which may not come as a shock at all. Smith has fielded more pitches surrounding the show's reimagining down the years than an NBA fielder, and finally, partly succumbed back in November 2020 with the HBO reunion show. Smith and production partner Terrence Carter recently revealed a few ideas they had both received about a potential remake of the show, saying, "Over the years, Will has been approached many times with how to redo Fresh Prince with a female lead, or with somebody going from Bel-Air to Philly, whatever the new twist is. We can only imagine what the Fresh Prince purist would have had to say if the reboot had been made with a female lead instead of a male one. Considering all the heat that the new show has taken so far, sticking closely to the original characters and storyline, a reverse show might have worked well and could have served the gritty angle better if a rich kid was suddenly placed in the hood." The reinvention has been a long time coming, and lead actor Banks, who is from the same area as Smith, said that the best advice he received was from Will Smith himself, in which he was told to just be himself. Wise words. And finally, how did the crew find Banks to play the lead role? Stay tuned. It was never going to be easy to find an actor who was willing and able to fill the massive shoes of Hollywood icon Will Smith, but in Jabari Banks, the show creators believe they've unearthed the next great black actor. But it wasn't simple. Will Smith himself and Morgan Cooper, who directed the short film, needed certain criteria to be met before they signed off on the actor. Cooper explained that they needed a unicorn, as that's the exact sort of character a young Will Smith was when he first landed the role on the original. Charisma and charm were just some of the things they needed, whilst also someone who was capable of giving dramatic performances as well as possessing great comedic timing. Cooper went on to reveal that within 5 minutes of meeting Jabari in Philadelphia, he knew the young man was what they had been searching for. What do you make of Jabari's performance in the lead role as Will? Let us know your thoughts below. As always, thanks for tuning in today, and remember to stop by next time for some more fun reveals. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Bye guys!